everyone, and welcome to a new topic which talks about simplifying radicals. If you haven't watched the last video which talks about basic radicals, on what they are, what's an index, what's a power, and what's an exponent, I suggest watching the last video containing these information. Well, without waiting, let's move on to the video. For our first example here, we have 512x squared. Now, according from the last video or basics in radicals, you just have to simplify this into a number that it's factorable with. So 512, of course, can be factored by 16. Now, if we do 16 times 16, that will become 256. This will become 256 right here. This right here will become 256. Now, we just need to do something, and that thing is times. We will multiply this simply by 2. Now, if you multiply 256 with 2, that will automatically become 512. So, now that we have these two right here, that serves as our main factors from the given problem, we will now move on to a simpler step. As shown here in the problem, there is no index. So, what do we do, you may ask? Well, following following the most simplest rule, if there is no index, then simply just add a invisible 2 that you will be following for the rest of the equation. And yes, this is extremely helpful as you will be able to make solving much easier. Now, we will just simply plug this in. Right here, we will simply plug this in. And we have the question. But wait, we forgot about this. We will just simply move this here, as we don't need to do anything about it. And it's not even a number, but really just a variable. So we're gonna move that there. Now moving on to the main way of solving this, is this right here, this index is requiring us to get two of the number or the letter. So 16 squared, understandable, that's just 16 times 16. Now, since the index is requiring us to get 2 of this right here, this number will automatically be moved out, and this will become 16 outside. Now, that's a simple rule that radicals must follow, and yes. Next up, we have x squared. It is also requiring 2, and this happens to have a 2 as well. So this is just equivalent to x times x. And what is x times x? That's correct, x squared. So automatically, as same with the number 16 squared, this will be moved outside. And now that we have officially gathered this right here, these two numbers, we can already cancel out these two. And all we need to do now is to rewrite the question as our final answer. You can choose to put it right here if you want, but I'll be putting it down here since there is no space. Final answer for this equation will be 16x and 2. The square root of 2. This is the final answer, as this is all still inside of the radical. And what happened to this 2, you may ask? This 2 is already cancelled, as I've mentioned, this is only imaginary. This is only a number that's temporarily going to be there while you solve And it doesn't really necessarily need to be in the final solution or question. So that will automatically be removed as that number doesn't exist in the equation. That's just a way to make things simpler for solving. Well, I hope you have learned a lot today in our video. This may be a little short, but I've tried to make this more simpler, and I hope you can put this to good use in your homework, exams, and more. Well, I'll see you in the next time regarding our topic of, you've guessed it, negative radicals. Bye!